Hi everyone, we're on to our project 3 now. How exciting. So this card is just using the designer series paper to make a beautiful card. I used Petal Pink for the cardstock. Again, this is done in a portrait way. This particular DSP, you can cut it in such a way that you have a design on one end of it and it's clear on the top. And I just used a scrap piece on the inside to pull it together. And then my envelope is embossed. So it's embossed like this one. And then the front side, I used my eucalyptus again with Petal Pink. So let's get started here. In your envelope that you received, you should have an embossed envelope. You should have the card paste in Petal Pink. You should have 2 pieces of designer series paper. Now this one tends to have a bee on it, so when I put my sentiment on, I'll probably put it over here so that I can see this bee. Not everybody has a bee, so if you have a bee and you want to show it, great. If you don't like bees and you want to cover it up, that's fine too. This piece will go on the inside on the white piece of paper. This is going to be our sentiment, and we have a bow also in the Petal Pink. So we're going to get started on this card. I just have to clean up my mess here. I've got a couple things, such as I have a stamp that needs to be cleaned from the last project, and I need to get out another stamp for this project, and that's going to be the Let's Celebrate. So let me get that out of here. Let's Celebrate. I can take the other one, Sending Hugs, put her back in here before I lose her. And then we'll put Let's Celebrate on here. That should be good. Okay, so this is really an assembly card. It is not hard. It's pretty simple. So we are going to first assemble things and then we'll stamp. And I think it will make a lot of sense. So we're going to just adhere this piece to this piece for our inside. Okay, and I tilt everything to the side to make sure I'm lining it up. I don't know why. I can't do it the other way, but this way works the best for me. So I go with my strengths. So now I'm going to put this on the inside of my card. If my seal wants to work nice for me, which it will. Sometimes you just have to get it started, kind of like me. Sometimes I have to get started. And I'm just going to put that in there. Oh, that went on really crooked. I hope you saw that. I did that really crooked. Oh, my goodness. Who would want a card that's really crooked? So I am going to carefully lift this off, and I am going to reassign it in my card. So I think it's good that you see that if you do it really carefully, you can lift it off and realign it. So I'm going to realign this because it was just a tad off, like too much. I couldn't take it. So now I can just put it down. Now it's good. Okay? And then my front piece, I'm just going to adhere this. You know, this is just going to be the beautiful paper on the front. I'm letting all the paper do all the work this month. This month it's all about this beautiful paper that came in the set. And the die sets are nice, everything in it's nice, but I just love this paper. And so there we go. Now, usually, I would stamp on this first and then adhere it. And I will do that this time. But just so you know, the reason why I do that is so if I don't like how it's stamped, I can punch another one of these to put on here. Now these 2 stamps are not a bundle, but what happened is I was doing a punch with this, and I had set this down, and then I was trying this one, and the punch landed on here like this. I didn't try it, it just landed on there and I went, oh my goodness, those two can go together. So I've been kind of crazy doing this all over the place, but I think it's a nice way to make a statement, and it's subtle. So, and these two punches are, I call the decorative circle punch and the handmade punch. This one is in the annual catalog, and this one is in the mini catalog. And it has a stamp set that goes with it. Okay, so let's celebrate on here. Let me get out my Petal Pink. Now, I don't know about you, but I think Petal Pink looks more orange than it looks pink, but that's just me. So I'm trying to do this in camera shot, making sure I'm in camera shot and as straight as I can do it. Toot, 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 toot. That's pretty darn good. We'll take that. We are going to run with that, and while our ink is out, I'm going to do the front side of my envelope with my eucalyptus. Remember, the back side is embossed, so you don't really need to stamp on it. You certainly can if you like, but you don't have to. I think that's just pretty the way it is, so I would just leave that alone. Okay, now I'm going to adhere these two together. Oh, first I will close this up before my hand is in the middle of it, because that is what happens. I am not graceful. I run with scissors, so therefore I make a mess. Okay, so this fat end, if you're looking at this, it's probably easier to see on the silicone mat. So if you look at this decorative stamp, you'll see that there are small bumps, medium bumps, and big bumps. So I go for the bigger bumps, and if you line it up with the top one and the bottom one, it fits right in there like they were meant to be together. I just think that's fabulous. So we are going to put this on dimensionals. So let me grab our dimensionals. I am a dimensional junkie, so I kind of do a lot of them. You can do as little or as much as you want. I just think they're fun. I just think dimensionals are fun. It gives depth and character to your project. So you can use your pokey tool, otherwise known as your take your pick tool. You are more than welcome to do that. Sometimes my nails will take them off, sometimes they won't. So here's our one card, and I would really like to have that bee show. I don't mind if I cover up a little bit of that, but I really want that bee to show on this one. So I'm going to just put that right there. I'm going to come in with my take your pick tool again. I must have a piece of glue on me. I do. always something. I use the pokey on more than anything else, so and I just roll this up because, number one, this is a tiny bow, and we're going to put this right up here. I'm going to stick my bow on top of it, press down and pull out. Again, I'm just going to cut off the ends so it looks like I meant to do it that way. There you go. And I am going to add one little gold sequence on here. And it's just because I want to just put a little shine on my my sentiment. So these are the Christmas ones again. I'm probably going to go through a lot of these this year because I really like this. What's really nice about this is that the only bump in this card is really this bow, and it will flatten out pretty much so you can send it through the post without it ripping up your envelopes. When I send things that have beautiful rhinestones or beads on them, I always have to pad the inside of my envelope so that it'll go through the sorter at the mailbox or at the postal office without ripping the envelope. So here we have it, one with a bee and one without a bee. So I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, this is a simple card, and we will go on to project number 4.